Hey, Apple Intelligence in China update number 8. With the new iPhones coming out this week, I was curious as to whether the iOS 26 or the Apple Platform 26 pages were up on the Chinese version of Apple's website yet, and they are. Going through the features and, recognizing everything, but then I get to the bottom and I'm like, I don't think I saw any, Apple Intelligence features, like the Workout Buddy feature. So, I go back through and it's like, yeah, there's nothing. The closest thing is like maybe call screening, which isn't actually Apple Intelligence. So, I go to call screening, and that is a helpful feature that I'm glad is coming. Scroll down, does support Mandarin, Chinese, and simplified, as well as traditional, I think. It's just that the feature I don't believe is bilingual. So, like when somebody calls me, so the voice screening tool is still in English. So the other person's gonna be, in Chinese saying, wait, 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 hello, or whatever. But the phone won't be dictating that or transcribing that. So not very helpful, to be honest. So we got to get it bilingual. So then I'm going back through and I see, oh, visited places, which I remember was like a US only thing. Turns out it's not. It's also coming to Malaysia, I think, and also some European countries, I think France or something. Anyways, the footnote's like right here. I don't understand why they're showing visited places because it doesn't mention China at all, not even a China akin region, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau. So yeah. So then I was getting kind of worried because it's like, okay, there's no mention of any Apple Intelligence features. You don't even see the UI for AI. So I go to the iPhone 16 page and I had a brief scare because I remember the little, prepared for Apple Intelligence like logo thing that they had was on the iPhone models. And now it's no longer on the model picker, but it just says it underneath the name of the iPhone. It took me a moment to see that. So it still says that it's coming in the footnote, but it's, there's no mention, there's no rumor, there's nothing really new. This is all, speculation. So I'm hoping we hear something this week, but I don't have my hopes very high for that. I was reading the footnote as to, Apple Intelligence in China, and it just says that the Chinese models, there's no Apple Intelligence. They don't support Apple Intelligence yet. So that means even if you go outside, which I know this, I went to Germany this summer and I had no AI stuff. Although I could turn on sleep apnea notifications and they're not off yet. So that's kind of cool. But then I also noticed that if you get a iPhone purchase outside of China and then you come to China and the Apple ID region or whatever is set to China, then you don't have access to Apple Intelligence, which to me reads as if I have a iPhone purchase outside of China, but the region is not China, maybe I can. So, when I'm ready to update my phone, the next time I travel outside of China, and if AI is still not out, I might be able to see what that is like. But yeah, so it's all up in the air. Comment down below if you know anything else. I mean, I've been reading the articles every day, trying to get something, but I'm out here in the dust just as much as many of you guys are. So